let's see here. We got one. Right. And we got two! Yes! Ooh. Jaimie is so psyched. Jaimie is so psyched that he is talking about himself in the third person. Oh, that's some good stuff. Now, presuming I did as good a job as I hope I did on these big honkin' pontoons, all the really hard stuff is done. Next, I need to figure out how I want to attach them to each other. And I have a lot of options for that. Oh, but Jaimie, what about the lids? You got empty holes. Whatever, I'll do those later. A little bit of rain will get in them, whatever. It'll just clean things in there. Off to more important things. Alright, I have my two pontoons here. Now, I definitely want some kind of floor. And then I want at least some kind of posts coming up the side. And then a roof of solar panels. So, do I want it completely open from front to back so I can like put 30-foot long objects in here, floor to ceiling? The difficult part with that is that then I have to make my floor pieces going across very low profile, which isn't as strong as making them fatter. So I could make pieces that go across connecting that are kind of like boxes, like big box tube, like foot and a half box tube that goes across. And then if I had anything 30 feet long, I just have to rest it on top of those. Plus they would be like bench seating kind of going all the way across. Plus I could have holes in them and I could store stuff in there. Plus they'd be fat, so they'd have a lot of bending strength, and would keep everything real strong. And you could put a lot of weight on the floor. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have not just flat floor going all the way through. I want to have a lot of that, but there's going to be a few, maybe two, probably two, like box tubes going across. That will be like the main super strength for the floor. And the floor will attach to the bottom part of the box tube. But the weight will be taken up by the entire thing going across. And then I definitely want to have, I think anyway, like a ramp that comes up and goes down in the front. So if I need to pull something out of the water, I can put the ramp down, or if, the kids want to swim off the boat, they can climb out easily. But then if I'm driving through some big waves, I can tip it up so waves don't splash in, or I can tip it up and then like attach it to a dock somewhere if I want to roll something up onto a dock or down to a dock. It'll just be able to attach, and flex to whatever position it needs to be. And then on the back, I want everything rigid because I want to just be able to attach motors. And then at the sides, it's probably going to have, big triangle things like a zigzag of posts to be really strong and rigid. And then the roof, I want it to come up like this with nothing under it. So these just have to be kind of thick and really strong. And then there will be a few of those. And then there will be one main piece, probably some kind of tube that I make out of fiberglass, running the whole length that will be able to support a lot of weight, so I can use hoists up there and move stuff around in the boat. Now I was thinking about having, on that main tube that goes through the roof, having wheels so that I could hoist things up on it and then roll them to different parts of the boat. But then I was thinking that's going to shift the weight in the boat. So if I hoist something up in the middle of the boat and I start sliding it forward, it's going to start accelerating forward because the boat's going to start leaning that way. So then I was thinking, if I have any loads that are actually big enough that I'm using hoists, it's probably going to be pretty heavy stuff. So I'm not going to need to move it quickly. I just need to move it safely is more important. So I can have a few different attachment points where I can attach different hoists, and then I could hoist something up right here and then have another hoist over here that can pull it this way and you know, just kind of release one and pull up the other one and move things that way, and that way it's always stable wherever it is. So if I'm in some place moving a huge load and some big wave throws the boat around, you know, I'm not going to have some thing rolling crashing all over the place. It'll be like stable loads all the time. That's what I'm thinking right now. But I'm going to probably just sleep on it and see what maybe I'll just get out my pencils and crayons and start scribbling stuff. Oh, I'm very excited about this next part. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little boring and tedious when you have to make the exact same thing twice. Because the first one's interesting, because I'm figuring out how to do all the stuff, and I'm thinking and problem solving. But then by the time I'm doing the second one, it's just like, well, I need it to match. So even if I come up with a better idea, I can't do it. I just need to do everything the same. But now I'm on a new part, where I get to use my brains again. Marvelous. Oh, that went so well. Yeah, it's dry already too. But still, I'm going to let it harden before I drag it down into the water. And I need to wait for a high tide so I can float these things through here, under the drawbridge, and over to here, which is where I'm going to assemble the rest of them. Whatever the rest of them means, the rest of the boat. Ah, so beautiful. Man, the shape came out so nice on those. Just ignore the termite-eaten plywood there. Just disintegrating quickly. Although, I think that plywood, there's a couple pieces that are still intact enough to use to put under my work area so I don't get any drips in the water. Yeah. Come on, camera.